How's it going, guys? Welcome to another review straight out of the Sundance Film Festival 2018. We are the Cinemaholics. My name is Ryan. I'm a Cinemaholic.
My name is Spencer, and I'm a Cinemaholic. And today, we are talking about Wildlife, which is the directorial debut of Paul Dano, which is written by him and Zoe Kazan. Is that right? Kazan? Yeah. It's a script written by them. And it is an adaptation of a novel. And the plot is a boy witnesses his parents' marriage fall apart after his mother finds another man. And it has Jake Gyllenhaal, Carey Mulligan, Ed Oxenbould plays the child. What did you think of Wildlife, Ryan?
The three performances by the people you just named are completely outrageous. Like, they are so good in this movie. I really enjoyed this movie, especially for a directorial debut. This was quite a feat. My favorite thing about this film, besides the cinematography, I loved the colors and the shots in this, and there's quite a few shots that they just linger, and they really just cater towards the acting in this. But my favorite thing is how much of a character piece and a character study this is. I felt like every single character in this movie was three-dimensional. They had their flaws, but they also had their great qualities, and it ended up just really working for me. Just seeing the things, the dominoes that fall, that take these people on the path that they end up going, and it could have ended in such a dreary way. And for me, I walked out of this movie like inspired. And I just really loved this movie. I think Paul Dano did something else. There's going to be quite a bit of buzz coming off about this film, and I'm going to call it and say there's going to be some Oscar buzz about this one.
Yeah, this movie is phenomenal. It's so good. I think this is my favorite of the festival, but for like reasons that are really personal. I mean, I am a child of divorce myself. And there are so many little details in this movie that Paul Dano gets so well, that like almost eerily well. In fact, I would say like hearing your parents argue when you're trying to fall asleep at night, and you can just hear it through the wall, and you can't hear what you're saying, but you can hear the tones in their voices. Or like walking out and seeing a bed made on the couch. There's so many things like that like really unlock these really kind of like deeply personal memories that I had that I didn't even really remember too well until I watched the movie. And Ryan kind of mentioned how the characters have their flaws and you still like care about them. And I think that's the best aspect of this movie, is nobody at any point, there's not a single moment in this movie where anyone feels two-dimensional. And I'm talking even like the side characters. The Synopsis mentions that she kind of like starts to like see another man, and even the other man has moments that he feels like a completely real, living, breathing person in this movie. And I think that has something to do with Paul Dano's work as a character actor and being somebody who has to embody these side characters in the movies. It gives him this kind of initiative to help these other characters have room to breathe. And like Ryan said, the performances of the three leads are fantastic. But particularly, I feel like Ed Oxenbould and Carey Mulligan are tremendous in this movie. They're fantastic. The direction's very simple. It's not showy at all, but that makes it more powerful, I would say. And I agree with Ryan. The cinematography in this movie is outstanding. The last thing I want to say, obviously, there's going to be no spoilers here. However, I will say this movie has one of the most pitch-perfect movie endings I've ever seen in a movie, and one that was super powerful, that involved a lot of blinking back tears for myself, because it's like this just beautiful, melancholy, gut-wrenchingly sad moment that really profoundly like got to me. So yeah, I love this movie.
Oh my gosh. It works so well with the beginning of the film too, because walking right into the beginning, they are they're more like characters than people right at the beginning, and it's kind of got this really glamorous kind of chic I'm very important kind of feel to it, where it's like, oh, this is the perfect family. And then to see how this movie takes you on this journey towards the end, it just wraps it up so perfectly. I agree with everything you said. I'm going to have to go ahead and score this, and I'm giving it a golden raccoon. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Like I said, keep an eye out for this one.
Yeah, so one thing I kind of want to comment on what you just said as well, just real quickly, is that lots of movies, I honestly kind of thought this was to take the generic route, and Gyllenhaal's character was going to be like this super big asshole who was like the dad who gives you all these reasons for, he's angry, like all that. That would have been in a lesser movie. I feel like this movie gave every character, even the ones who make huge mistakes, so much depth that you can like sympathize and see where they're coming from every movement. I do have one minor gripe with this movie, and it's that it has to do with Carey Mulligan's character. The beginning of the movie sets up like her character, and when she does go through this change, it did feel kind of sudden, and it gave me a little bit of whiplash because I didn't know a whole lot about this movie before going in. But that's my, like, literally just a tiny minor gripe. So I think I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10 raccoons. I think that this is the best of the festival so far, and that you should definitely keep an eye out for this movie.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on our social media platforms, and check out the rest of our videos. We've been doing a ton of coverage here at Sundance. There's a bunch of Q&As up as well, so check those out. Check out the playlist. Subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Let us know down below. Have you even heard of this movie? Are you excited for it? What's your favorite from the festival that you've seen? Let us know. Until next time.